Oh! Hi! You seem to come in the middle of something. Quick little match against the CPU. You know, fun times, you know. But, I had a thought. You know about skill points, like the things that make you do this, or transform, or use skills, or don't forget the name. I had a thought. And that thought will come right now. So as we know, Sparking Zero has episode battles, which are the closest thing to a game's story mode. There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different ones. Why the f does that trophy not show up? I swear. I'll figure out you one day, Jiren. I completed this guy. I kill the rest. Achievements even prove that. That's the point. There's one for Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Trunks, Frieza, Black, and Jiren. Who's, quote, completed all these, although for some reason choosing Jiren. We'll figure that out at some point. I was wondering, what if I could make things harder? Or if I could spice it up? Well, I had a very interesting thought. Well, okay, I had a bad thought, then I had a good thought. See, there are many ways, many things in Sparking Zero, but I thought of, what if you could do something? Now, my original idea was not being able to use key, like this, or like this, or this, or if you give me 1 second to show ya.
Eat this!
This vanishes.
I'm not done yet.
However, I realized how limiting that would be. And a bad idea. So I decided to have a better idea. Skill counter. See, this is used for a lot less things, but a lot more important things. According to not limited to going sparking. Okay, I should probably take two. They are, but not limited to sparking mode. Skills. I think they're called last ones. Transformations.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Super perception. Things like all sorts of revenge counters, like close range, mid-range,
Handle this, huh?
and even from long range.
Handle this, huh?
You can even use them
What's wrong?
Take this
to counter an opponent's revenge counter. Up here. Perception, that too.
Gabby.
Pretty sure, also. Hang on, let me just... And finally, if my assistant would please do it. This! A beam reflector. Essentially, the whole point of this challenge is what if I couldn't do any of that? I think there might be a few more things I forgot about, but hopefully they won't come up. The next thing I had to do was pick a stage. Or sorry, pick a character's episode battle to go through. And when going through this, there was one immediately ticked off the board. Goku. For one simple reason. That some of you, especially on launch, will remember greatly. Great Ape Vegeta.
After all
Now,
this time,
why do I
get
think
it.
this battle
the monster
is
killed Grandpa. And the one
impossible?
that destroyed the tournament arena.
Well, I'm sure it's
All
probably
of that was-
possible, but it's definitely not
was
something I
me?
can do yet.
I owe this to you, Gramps. I need to beat this guy. No matter what.
Because here, when it comes to Great Vegeta, there's actually there's a great way to cheese him.
For the tiniest chance.
Okay, well, if you give me a moment. And it's
If
doing
I die,
this.
I'll see you in the next world. At least I'll get to apologize to you.
He just sits there, and he takes it. You do this the entire fight, and he doesn't stop you at all. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh, just go down another path. And I like where you're thinking. There's just one problem with that idea. Both paths lead to a fight with Great Ape Vegeta. Great Ape Extinction on side by side. And I think it's here. Pretty sure it was transformation. Yeah. It was transformation in pushing the limit. This one being the hardest one because to fight Vegeta at the start. The canon one being probably the second, being the middle one, Vegeta's Super Mover. The easiest one's probably side by sides, Great Ape Extinction. However, I don't think that's just everything I want to do. Because then after that you have to do because on that path it is consecutive battles to Ginyu Force, which I'm just gonna say right now, no. It is 5 fights. That is one fight where you have to kill all 3 members of Ginyu Force with just this strange Goku early mid creature. I think he talks about Goku early. But he has Super Saiyan Goku's Meteor Tank. I think another skill thing. I don't remember. That doesn't matter. This is not gonna happen. Not for a long time. And I decided to look into my next character, Piccolo. See, Piccolo has no giant fights. In fact, Goku's the only one. I think some people have Anulaza, Torn Power, but that doesn't matter for Piccolo. Piccolo has 6 fights, his entire main section in his entire part of this episode battle. Piccolo versus Gohan, the Saiyans attack. Piccolo returns to his birthplace. Tenacious Android's mysterious creature in Android 17. Now I thought that this would be where I could probably do this for this video. Now maybe in the future I'll go to other ones and do their episode of battles. That will be up to how well these videos do. But until then, we'll stick to Piccolo. So for starters, start off with Piccolo versus...
Let's not waste any time. From now on, whenever you're not eating or sleeping, you're fighting with me.
This fight is pretty easy and is a great way for me to get settled into my new rule set.
Die for sure.
The biggest change here is just not being able to do red counters, not being able to use perception a lot,
Be here in 6 months.
and not being able to sparking.
It's over.
Now, something I've learned doing this whole challenge with okay, come on. With Piccolo here, is that his main way of doing damage is going to be explosive breath cannon.
Dodge this.
You ever really want to use explosive demon blade? This first fight is really nothing interesting. As you can see here, I will. Okay, come on. This is a pretty easy fight. as most first fights are. Then we get to an interesting one after this. Next up, we have to fight Nappa
This'll be over real
for Piccolo's
soon.
next fight. Now here's an interesting one, because technically, if you beat this in less than 2 minutes, roughly, you get an extra fight, Piccolo, early Goku, to Gohan Krillin versus Vegeta. That, however, I'm gonna say is probably at the limits of my skill level. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I struggle with that even without having the challenge at hand, and that is a moment of me being stupid. That's why you don't use this, because it's very short range, and also because it causes less ki, and it's also weaker. You want to be using explosive breath can.
It's over.
Yeah, it's pretty much you can use the fact you can't go sparking or use revenge counter, or really use perception. A couple of your defensive options are gone, but you do have vanish. That's all you really need. Now thankfully Nappa could give you problems if you're a little bit fresh, or rusty, or something like that, but still not a really hard fight at all. Probably is, though I will say, is probably the hardest fight of the canon route. As this is the only one I really ever lost to. And that was like once.
This'll stop you. Explosive
However,
demon wave.
spoilers, I will actually be doing the sparking episode. Which that will be a bit more interesting.
I don't know if it's Kakarot, but something is on the way. Now I will have vengeance in the name of all
Next
that
up is a fight
amazes.
against second form Frieza, who after taking enough damage will turn into third form Frieza. Now this fight, okay, this one's probably also maybe potentially the hardest of the canon round. I didn't really lose to this. In fact, I kind of suffered from an issue of being too good the first time around, where I actually beat him in time to get the what if path. Now, in order to continue on the canon path, you just get him to third form, and then you just kind of fight until I think you lose enough HP, or until enough time passes. In fact, on the run where I did get to the cannon, I had to wait him out because I got him too close to dying, so I just kind of chilled for a bit, and then it ended finally after way too long. As I said, he transferred third from Frieza, and he also gets all of his HP back.
What do you think? Was it worth
Or at least
the wait?
most of it?
Now,
I thought she was fine.
if you're ready, let's begin
Yeah, that's
round
definitely
two,
at least
shall
close to
we?
full HP than I was thinking about.
This may stay a bit.
Now, while he does seem a little scary, don't let it fool you, Xenomorph over here, the only reason you should struggle with Xenomorph over here is because he ran out of HP to fight during Big Boy, the second form.
This may stay a bit.
And something to note is at some point, if I can get to that,
It's over.
he will say a line
Dodge
and
this.
throw out a super attack.
I'm
Which is
afraid
about right
all
here.
This fun must come to an end.
Not that one.
What?
This may stay.
Okay, well he's okay, maybe I'm just wrong on that. Maybe I'm going crazy. After some time, the fight will end on its own. And then you will leave Namek Saga in the first half of the canon ending. That's the canon route. Next up
Don't interfere, he says.
is a battle against Dr. Gero, or Android 20.
He's handing me another opportunity to absorb his
This
strength.
one's a lot
and the second
easier.
I do,
What are you whimpering about
And-
over there, huh?
Frieza's fight was, and I do mean a lot easier. No transforming, getting HP, just kind of a simple fight.
It's over.
However, this is the last time in the normal round you will be
Dodge this.
You'll have to watch this over and over again. As after this, you'll get the, I don't actually remember the character's name. I think that's just Piccolo N. Don't remember.
Come meet your doom.
By the way, after a long and hard fight, you will, or maybe not even long, just kind of averagely length fight, you should get through. And as you can see, I have beaten him. I, forgot to return it back on the recording when I was killing him.
You tell me what
Now
kind of
we've
creature
used
you
with
are.
Kami,
Make it quick.
and now we are the
Or else.
the other Piccolo in the base game. Except for Hero obviously doesn't matter. And he has different moveset. At least move on. Pretty much, your new bread and butter is like grenade instead of the cannon. The big cannon. Why? The blast, the mouth thing. I already forgot its name. Wow. Pretty much special beam cannon takes a hot second to throw out. I don't know why why did he let that hit him? Is he stupid? I think he's stupid, Joe. I think I am. Okay, enough about me getting distracted by the fight currently at hand. Cell isn't also that bad of a fight either. Though he does kind of make you remember Nap a little bit. Though without the time potential of getting another fight in.
Over here.
After some time, like Frieza's fight, the fight will just end. I feel like even if you do beat him up here, the result will be the same.
Don't expect me to go easy.
Now we have the
on you
last
this
fight of
time.
the main path. Android 17. Now, I'm actually going to show this full fight. As I'm doing it, mostly because I'm actually curious how to get the,
Light grenade.
the ending where you just beat up Cell when he shows up. Because that is a thing that happened, because that's actually something I did the first time. I was testing this run to see if it was viable for a video. I should point out this is my first ever type of challenge video, so I'm very much used to doing challenges in games. To make myself suffer.
Light grenade.
It's mostly Nuzlocke, because why? Because, you know, randomized. And see right here, Cell has a...
Cell. I was so caught up in the battle, I didn't sense him coming.
Okay. Now who is this from?
Yes, fine. There they are. A feast for the eyes.
I'm
The
not
two
good at
androids
doing
that I will
videos,
absorb
but,
to
you know,
complete
this is
my
just
design
one
and
try.
realize my perfect form.
It works, it works.
Not so
Also, this is
fast.
a good chance for you to laugh at my
Fight is
skill.
with me.
Okay, Pro was not something like me this originally, I'm telling you. I'm gonna lose this one, aren't I? Because I'm recording this other thing, aren't I?
Light grenade.
That would be really funny. Because I am so. I swear I'm good at the game. Back up, back up, back up.
Forget. I have X. Take this.
You found it.
Dash.
Here I
Okay.
come.
I'm probably have to freaking redo this part.
17, go.
Actually, I think
Get
this
away
will
from
end either
him.
way.
Bye-bye.
Okay, no, it still technically ends, which you still technically win. You can still beat this if you want. But it's up to you. I did it. I don't want to do it again, because clearly that was, you know, just gonna happen and win. But that's the end, right? Well. Because that was boring, and also because I started progress on it during my first time through. We're actually gonna do a sparking episode. And in order to do a sparking episode, you first have to stop by your old friend Frieza.
Now I will have vengeance in the
You wanna
name
beat
of
him
all
as
the
fast as you
Namekians
can.
you slaughtered!
And if you beat him, and I don't actually know how long, but if you beat him fast enough when he gets to third floor, you can get to another fight, which will start the sparking season. This here is arguably the hardest fight in this entire run. The only other fight I feel like close to this
Now I will
is
show you a nightmare
second
beyond the
is the
horrors
final
of hell.
fight against Super Perfect Cell in this
Got
path.
some terrifying power, but I'm not backing down. No way in hell.
But just keep to your guts, keep to your tools, but keep to your, you know,
I think I'll toy with
explosive breath cannons. This might take you a couple tries, it sure took me. But if you can push through, you can push through and continue. I don't want to do that again, that was pain.
Do you actually think you can
Now
defeat
we
us?
have
Don't
Android
believe
19
me?
to fight.
The
Now that
results
we've
of my
had
last
the option
3
to
years
help
of
Goku,
training are about to show you.
because motherfuckers got a high burst, and that we're not just gonna observe like the weirdos we are. We don't have to fight Android 20 on this route, we instead just fight Android 19, who is pretty much Android 20 / Dr. Gero with a few different things, but they fight the same. Sorry about that, I didn't mean to hit that. Like I said before, just keep up your explosive breath cannons to keep doing a shit ton of damage. And you will be fine. And hopefully I'll actually remember to set the recording at the right time. Here wouldn't be a bad idea. Also, I am struggling way more than I should, yeah, probably, but I promise. God, I better win this. Okay, this fight will be very similar to the fight against Dro, / 20, such whatever you want to call them.
It's over. Dodge this.
Pick him up, punch him in the gut, throw him up, and bark on him. Should have something like that.
All of you stand aside. I'll trash these worthless puppets. Vegeta.
The puppet? Next up, you're beating up a woman.
Alright, looks like I'm fighting you.
I better watch myself.
Android 18. I don't think it's actually fully killer, because at some point the fight just ends abruptly, if I remember right, like some other fights. I feel like it's probably like this challenge isn't probably not as damaging, you know, the fights that you have to judge to, like hard ones.
Huh? Better than I thought.
That was
These androids show no sign of exhaustion
I
at
think it still
all.
hurt. It did hurt. This will be the last fight on. Actually, nope. I think this is the last fight on the Sparking episode where you have early Piccolo and your explosive breath can't. Okay, come on. Let me do my train. Let me do that so I can pause the recording. Woman. No one's interested in watching these entire fights. Man! I'm sorry, Joe, that these were so long.
It's over.
Yo, I could just cut it here. I like that. What the fuck? Yeah. We'll come back when I've won.
Got infinite stamina or what?
See, I got it.
Piccolo!
The first time was a fluke. Shut up, Rohan.
To be absorbed.
Moving on, you have a fight against Semi-Perfect Cell. You also have Gohan on your
Absorbing that
side.
android made him stronger.
And also, you're now
We
officially
need to buy some more
the
time.
Kami Piccolo. I don't think you need Gohan.
Understood.
Actually, this is one of those where you just need to not die too fast. Everyone's waiting for Goku to say, hey, I want to help.
Take that.
Hey, it's me, Goku. As you can see, this was kind of not a bad fight. I did felt that Gohan had a little bit of fear. But, again, it's not really a hard fight. I do think you need to damage him before things end, but next up is probably the last easy fight, though. But in case you're wondering, this only changes some dialogue. I personally was a mind trainer. You know,
You have latent
stop being
power.
cocky.
Contain your
Did
anger,
try
your
fighting.
fear, your
And
anxiety.
again, it's only dialogue.
Then let them all explode.
I'll try my best.
But this is just gonna feel very reminiscent of your first fight.
Over here.
Now you're in this Piccolo. I'm pretty sure Gohan's got more
Light grenade.
HP. Like, as you can see, I'm already like shredding through him.
Over here.
Cut away from the top.
Stronger for merging with Kami. He fought extremely well against me.
We now resume the child violence as it ends. See? Did he die from the crater blast?
Keeping my mind at peace is tougher than I expected.
Keep working on it.
And now,
Don't forget that feeling.
the last two fights are a little bit hard. Oh, hey. Proficiency. Neat.
So go on.
This fight's
then.
kind of a semi-warm-up
Show me
for the
everything
next
you can
final
do.
fight against Super Perfect Cell. Because let me tell you, that fight... I got that fight first try originally. But I like the point that we were both on like our final HP bar, and if I flipped up a little bit, I probably would have lost. Remember, stick to what you learn with this Piccolo.
Goodness, the surprises just keep on coming.
You're definitely strong. But
Ah, crap, not the Sonic Wave. Loser. Chat, I must find a transition. Oh god. My key!
Interesting. Your improvements are actually quite remarkable. Unfortunate.
I forgot this one ended before.
Oh, okay.
Before
I'll
you could
start
kill him.
taking this seriously then.
Oops. But anyways, now you move on to the final fight. Piccolo versus Super Perfect Cell. Side note, something you want to say about this sparking episode? It's really good. It's just this
Buying
fight.
some time, are
It's
you?
just,
How much?
I get
Maybe
why
a few
Piccolo would
measly
try,
seconds.
but like, I'm not a big fan of the fact that you do have to fight the Perfect Cell. I feel like it would have worked. Again, it's that you get sacrificed. I feel like you just been knocked down and let Gohan
You won't
just
survive
finish.
this time.
I really like this what if. It's really good. Good starting point. Although I'm not a big fan of the whole Frieza part thing, but I do like how it starts with the Hey, Goku. Why is Goku doing so hot? The path it goes is really good. Uh oh! I was trying to review it! Ah! Okay, where was I? This might take me a few tries. Again, really good aside from this fight. Heck happening. Like, bro, just stay on the bench. Stay down. I'm scared as fuck right now.
You won't survive.
Are you kidding me? Please!
light grenade.
Chad, I hate this fight. As much as I hated Frieza.
Light
I think I
grenade.
got him this time. I did not mean to do that.
Light grenade. You forget. I have pizza.
Oh god. Sorry, the fear's getting to me. Just the fear, the panic. Oh!
Too slow. Right.
Can't go doing that.
Over here.
Please kill.
Light grenade.
And that's the run. So, I guess it's not that interesting.
The best I could do.
The answer is yes. You can complete Piccolo's episode battles without using skill counts. I actually leave this one on a little extra note. We're gonna do the fight between idiots
At
who would beat
least
Nappa in
you're
2
going
minutes.
out with a bang!
No, I don't
underestimate
think
me.
I'd be able to actually do it. Actually, you know, beat Nappa in 2 minutes. But I just want to see if the fight's possible. Because if you can't get Nappa beat in 2 minutes, then this should be possible. It probably is, but hey, I haven't actually done this fight. So this is pretty much what we'll be doing to end the video. So thank you all again for this video. That's actually, you know, worth a damn.
It's over.
So I could say a shout out to the YouTube stuff, but like I'm just not. I'm pretty sure this video's probably shit. But if you like it, then hey, thanks. I recorded just OBS, and I don't really have a way to. Not really sure how to edit it, but. Not a bit too casual.
This'll stop you.
Please get on my face.
Explosive demon wave.
You know, if this video somehow pops off, maybe. Or whatever, I guess, pops off with Paul by my vision. Then I will probably see if I can do other episode battles. There are 7 more. I'll be doing videos more with the content.
I'm not done. Damn it. It's over. Dodge
This episode
this.
just kind of being kind of a bit lazy, kind of being a little chill. Because I have, because again, there's like, because like a, yeah, 3 of the characters I'm back.
It's over. It's over.
If I originally played Sparking Zero, I actually forgot to do the fight, and that was pain. It wasn't on V1 anymore, and there was still Spark here. I did do it, but I hated it. This fight was actually really easy though. I'm actually gonna probably beat him for like Piccolo.
Over here.
Here we go! We played safe.
Piccolo, switch out with me. That's it. Hame. Body, don't fail me now.
Should be it. Good night, everyone. We've been able to with one old child gun, old gun. Like, what the fuck? Good night. Please. Junkyard dog. Okay. Thank you everyone, and good night.